Yes, children. This is the question which we had discussed in the evening. Remember, in page number 200, there is an MCQ. And here, the left hand side is a diagram given in your textbook, but the corrected diagram is the one which is shown in the right hand side, right? Now, remember, the point P is where you are going to stand. So, for this point P, that is for you, left hand side is loop 1 and right hand side is loop 2. Now in loop 1 the current is going upwards, and in loop 2 also it is upwards. So remember, this side which carries the current, I have taken the side as the one which is seen by the person. That is, the other side which doesn't have the direction of the current is a rarer side in both the cases. Now for the point P, what I have done is I have just kept this as point P. This is the point P. Now for this point, towards the left of this point, you have the loop L1 which has got the current as seen by the point P. The current direction here is clockwise. Similarly, for the point P, in the right hand side, that is loop 2, the current direction is anti-clockwise. So remember, in the left hand side, the right hand side, that is in loop 2, I have drawn the same direction as the current here, upwards, here to upwards. As I told you, this current here, this loop, I have taken this loop, that is the side which contains the current as the one seen by this point P, this one. The other side is the rarer side, right? Now, when you talk about the direction of the current as clockwise, now have your fingers folded. The point is towards this side. So the folded fingers gives you the direction of the current, and the thumb gives you the direction of the magnetic field. Now the folded finger shows that if the current is anti-clockwise, then this is the magnetic field's direction. But I know that in the case of L1, the current is clockwise, which means that the magnetic field should be opposite direction. So the magnetic field is from the point P to the loop L1. So in my diagram, the direction is from P, this direction is from this P to the point in the center. Now take the same point P, go to the loop which is in the right hand side. In this case, the direction of the current is anti-clockwise with respect to this point P. So when it is anti-clockwise and the point for this loop lies this side, towards this side. So what I am doing is, the same thumb I am going to fold it and keep the point this way. Because the point is towards this direction, I am going to keep it this way. So if the current is now going from the anti-clockwise, see, the current is always like this, going from my thumb to the closed curved finger. So here, if the current is anti-clockwise, then the direction of the magnetic field is like this. It is from loop L2 to loop to the point P. So in this diagram, similarly, the direction of the magnetic field is from the second loop to the point P. So remember, for the first case also, the magnetic field was from P to the first loop center, and for the second case also, it is from the center of the second loop to the point P, which means that the magnetic field due to the first one and the second one are in the same direction, and so they will add up. I hope you understood.